Microlessons. Where and when? Many want to achieve clear and simple definitions for what nanolearning is and isn't, but in reality, the sky is the limit for what we can do with them. There is little point in drawing up limitations. The sky is limitless. And no one owns the idea of nanolearning. This is just a continuation of pedagogical principles we've been developing since the dawn of time. We can use them for learning on demand. The first and most common example of nanolearning that most of us will have come across is learning on demand. This is what we find heaps of on YouTube. Short instructional videos that give you solutions to concrete problems or challenges. When you have bought a new phone, you can look up videos telling you how to change the battery, how to change the background image, or which apps you should download first. We can use them as triggers for changes and processes. In a major merger, two companies supported massive processes and changes by sending out a microlesson once a week. Focusing on company values, work processes, and future planning, employees had the opportunity to change and develop in line with the company. And as these videos arrived in the middle of the workday, they became a shared experience and a talking point for the employees at lunch and around the water fountain. We can use them to tackle stumbling blocks. An institution of higher learning noticed they had a very high percentage of failure in one area of a mathematics class. A teacher analyzed the results and managed to identify around 20 stumbling blocks, specific areas where the learning processes were too poor and the students weren't left with the necessary understanding to pass their exam. The school then produced a single microlesson for each of the 20 topics, specific instructional lessons to clear up any misunderstandings and clarify the content. And they saw an enormous increase in passing grades in the next exam. The problem areas were solved through microlessons. We can use them to present scaffolding and framework. Microlessons are excellent for creating a starting point or shared framework for a topic. They are ideal for presenting the core ideas and creating the foundation for further discussion. We can use them to reduce the cognitive load by focusing on the solution. Microlessons are perfect for giving pinpoint answers to complex questions and known difficult areas. Often, the solution to understanding a vast and complicated topic is in understanding certain identifiable points that affect the overall whole. Microlessons are ideal for providing these solutions upfront. Mobile learning. The unique strength of microlessons and nanolearning is the accessibility. The lessons are available where you are and when you want them. They're ideal for commutes, 5-minute breaks, and fitting into an otherwise busy day. They're also perfect for flipped classroom. In a flipped classroom situation, students receive digital material outside the classroom and prepare in their own time. When the class then gathers, they come prepared with the fundamental ideas ready for further discussion. We believe that flipped classroom resources would benefit from bringing in some of the thoughts from nanolearning and microlessons. More than just presenting the subject, the microlessons should also trigger the learning process. The digital resource should be part of a planned learning process based on pedagogical principles, there to strengthen the learning, not just support it. We say that the sky is the limit and the sky has no limits. Microlessons have a much broader scope than what we can present in this lesson. There is no reason to limit their use to traditional linear learning and school settings. Microlessons are ideal for businesses and organizations that need to make sure specific information is shared, learned, and processed. Examples could be nurses who need to learn about a new drug or accountants who need to know about changes in the law. Microlessons can help erase the line between linear learning and traditional information work. As no one owns the concept, there really are no limitations.